Hi everyone, welcome back to the Tippinggods channel. Today is Tuesday the 17th of August and we thank you very much indeed for your support. We are going to take a quick look today at our feature golf tip for this week, and as always this tip is already on our social media platforms and the links to those platforms are below in the description. So as we try to do for every major tournament on the major men and women's tour around the world, we try to give a tip for that major, and this is no different this week. So we are off to the LPGA Tour, to the AIG British Open, played over the fantastically difficult Carnoustie golf course in Fife, for those who are aware, just north of St Andrews, and a course steeped in history, particularly with the men's Open Championship, as it's been played there I think around 9 or 10 times. But fantastic venue for this week's event. As always with British Opens, and more so than the US at times, the weather really comes into play when trying to make a selection. You apply that over the top of the draw and see if you can work out, of course, whether there's a bias on one half of the draw or not. Unfortunately, at this point in time, the draw actually hasn't been made, so that's not great. The only upside is, although the weather doesn't look great, it looks fairly consistently not great, if that makes any sense, and I am not sure at this point in time whether they're a side of the draw will have bias or not. Time will tell, of course, but we're going to make an assumption that although the weather forecast isn't great, there's rain every day forecast, there's rain during the morning session on Thursday, which may very well assist those coming after it with softened greens, but that rain doesn't deteriorate. The wind itself is around about the 10 to 12 kilometre an hour through Thursday and Friday. Interestingly enough, they're forecasting Sunday afternoon winds up to 20 k's, so that could, that will be a factor for the Sunday groups and the pressure of trying to win a major championship. So in short, the weather isn't great, as I say, the draw is yet to come out. Look, I'm just looking at that weather forecast thinking the draw is somewhat irrelevant in so much as you're going to get good and bad weather irrespective of what half the draw you're on, and clearly that's going to provide a fair platform, if you will, for all competing. So not great weather. Carnoustie, notoriously difficult. The wind is as well, especially coming from the south. It's going to play into a lot of holes, and equally too, downwind as well is going to be tough. So clearly Carnoustie links course. We're looking for someone with experience who's grown up on links. I think someone who's clearly informed. You're really going to have your driving and your iron game spot on. I mean, this is links golf. You're going to need your imagination. You are going to get a lot of long putts. So yes, your lag putting needs to be great, of course. You need to take your chances. These are all things we probably say every week, but I just think with the wind up, difficult conditions, mentally you need to be very strong, as it's a major, of course, but I think your game just needs to be, especially with the driving and the irons, needs to be absolute elite to keep you in play, and give you that opportunity to hopefully hold some putts and not three putt and keep par or better moving forward. Look, it's always difficult to understand what a winning score looks like, but if that weather forecast is right, I would have thought anything around 6 under or 6 to 10 under would be very nice indeed, and I think many players would take that. So it's not going to be low scoring, I just don't see, but it's going to be an interesting test nonetheless. So look, they're the ingredients and that's the conditions I think we're going to expect. So who do we like? Well, we've taken the British Open can throw up some interesting names and names that allow people to go on, and I think this year might do the same. Leona Maguire is an Irish lady, played a lot of her college or collegiate golf in the US, plays in the US predominantly, really starting to come of age. She's mid-20s, I think she's 26 now. The last couple of years have been really groundbreaking in some ways for her. She's really taken that next step up. I think she can go and take the further step up into the elite class. You look at her statistics this year, she is she's hitting 76% of GIR, 77% of fairways hit. She's second in putting on the LPGA PGA Tour. She's top 5 or 6 in total scoring. I mean, this is a girl or a lady, my apologies, who's got all facets of her game very much dialed in. You know, born and bred on Irish links courses, played a lot of her amateur career in the UK on links courses, very familiar with the conditions, very familiar with playing in the wind. As I say, if she can bring that elite ball striking game that we know she's got at the moment to this event, I think she's going to go very well indeed. And we saw some glimmers of potential, form and presenting form in this tournament last week at the Scottish Open. So, Leona Maguire, maybe a name you haven't heard too much of, but we think she's got an excellent chance this week at $45 across bookmakers, and even the odd $50 for small stakes with traditional bookmakers. I just think a staking plan of a win in place of equal terms is what you need from an investment point of view. I've seen some pretty ridiculous prices, anything up to $65 on the exchanges. We've taken that position as well. I think if she's in contention, we'll be able to trade that out. So whether you trade or whether you invest, check out Leona Maguire. I think she could be a real solid, long price fancy this week in the AIG British Open for the ladies, and she is our feature golf tip for this week. But plenty of golf tips as well to get your teeth into at Tipping Gods. If you're not a member already, do sign up. Go to tippinggods.com, fill out the form, and we'll make sure you get all our free tips with plenty of time to review and maybe even invest if you concur with our thoughts. But whatever you're backing this week in the golf, we do wish you the very best of luck, of course. Please do stay safe and always remember to invest responsibly. Thank you.